preserved my youth. Not only did it capture my goals, it told me the truth.
Conversate for a few, cause it a few.
I let them know we missing you. The love is unconditional.
Wave your hands across the land if we family.
We got a world premiere right here, now get lost.
So off we go, let the trumpets blow. And hold on, because the driver of the mission is a pro.
And
I didn't understand it. After I heard, I didn't understand why he even had Tony Hinchcliffe.
Well, his reasoning was he was on the Tom Brady roast and he did a great job. So
no.
What's that matter? And here's the thing: what a lot of people don't know. See, I grew up in Kansas, and my first 10 years of life, I grew up in the hood. Then I moved into the I hate black people part of the state.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that white folks like to do, they like to get their shit off to try to get into your nerves. They are the king of trolling. And then once they troll you, they're like, oh, why are you getting so upset? It's just comedy. It's just comedy. It's the nature of a roast. This is what they do. And to have Kevin going up there and explaining for him, he said, yeah, well, the joke wasn't good. What you want me to do? The same thing they would have done to you if you would have touched the third rail for them. That's what we expect.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the thing that I can understand, but I can't understand. Like, I wouldn't have even had him there. That's me. But that's just
what I'm saying. I
remember it's funny. So the first thing that people want to do, and I'm sure y'all deal with this. The first thing people want to do when they find out that, oh, you're a comedian, they either want to say, tell you a joke, or they ask you, have you heard of somebody? And I can tell a lot about what your style is based on who you ask me, who I've heard of.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was coaching my son's little league soccer team, and one of the parents asked me, "Oh man, man, you're a comedian. Oh, that's cool. Have you ever heard of Kill Tony?" And the minute he asked me that, I knew instantly what kind of person he was, because if that's your brand of humor, and this was fresh off of him, and I don't want to get into politics. I don't want to offend anybody again. But this was fresh after him making waves for some of his jokes that he made while on the campaign trail with Trump.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I say, listen, this the same dude that he was performing at one of Trump's rallies when Trump was running for president. And he called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. So you know what he is.
Oh, he's the one that said that. I thought Trump said that. See,
so this was right after that. And so the minute that he asked me that, I'm like, oh, I see what time it is with you.
And you know what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know what he was doing, right?
Oh,
that was his way of testing.
He was testing me to see
your man.
Right?
That's what they do. That's what they do.
And I'm gonna say what's funny is, again, comedy is a contact sport. Hey man, you know what you're getting. I believe that everything is all fair and game. And my big thing is it funny? That's the whole reason that we're here.
Funny.
Is it funny? I'm the kind of person, again, even though I grew up in Houston, born and raised, my family from Mississippi. And my son just did his project on his family tree. It's sitting right here. We deep in Mississippi on both sides. I'm talking about to the 1700s. Mm-hmm. And so the thing is that I was raised, and I'm the product of parents from the civil rights generation, colored schools, all that. It's certain things I don't like to do in front of other people. You ain't gonna sit here and embarrass no black woman in front of me. That's me. You ain't gonna sit there and try and talk about anything about her hair, her skin color, any of that. You ain't doing that. I don't allow that. That is not my thing. It's just things that I don't allow. I don't like like you said, I only said that as a quote, but I don't like to play no music with the N-word in it around them. Because I don't even want you thinking it in your head, because you're gonna recite it.
Yeah.
You're gonna recite it.
Yeah.
Whether it's in your head or not, you said it. I don't even want that. And so my thing is, I just wouldn't have even had Tony there, because that don't even align with the type of comedy that I want. And here, this is my message for Ryan Davis. And he's a good guy. I like his comedy. I like his style. I like his hustle. Nothing against him. But if Kevin Hart has put all this money in black comedians, why didn't he have more on that stage?
Thank you.
Why didn't he put them on?
Back there, they didn't say they weren't. Tiffany Haddish was there. A few others were there. They did not say anything.
I saw a bunch of them sitting in the front and second row.
And yeah, they was all. It was
His
all in the
crew.
audience.
His
Yeah.
crew.
Well, and to me, that shows who's really calling the shots, right?
Yeah.
And it's not Kevin Hart. This was on Netflix. Netflix is calling the shots. Now,
Every person got up there and said, I'm only up here because Netflix paying me big time, or I'm up here for the check. They literally said that. Even Cat Williams, and that's another person I did not even know. Like, why was he there? For y'all that like Cat Williams, I don't dislike Cat Williams, but stand on business. If you don't like somebody, you done said they house N-word and they did this and did that, and you come on the show and got paid to do it, and this fake look, where they squash it, I don't believe none of it.
Well, he said,
and that's what I
everybody did
asked
it for a
too.
check.
That's what I asked.
Yeah.
That's what I asked too. So when that came
Everybody
out,
did it for a check.
so when that came out, and I said, okay, was that genuine? I could see
Nope.
Kevin won. I could see Kevin wanting to squash it because Kevin is
Did he?
Kevin's what I would say is corporate.
Yeah.
Katt is the streets, right? And it's a different crowd. So I can see why Kevin would want to squash it, because if he squashes it, then those words, those jokes, those rumblings about him being a plant, about him being somebody who sucks and jives. If I get the main person who can call me out, and remember what you said it, comedy is a contact sport. I can't really go blow for blow with Kevin Hart. He eat me alive, right? But if you got Katt Williams, he can call it out because they're equals. So,
but then
I can see why Kevin would want to do it. Katt, I don't know if Katt was really sincere about it, though. I don't know.
He was not.
No, if you recall, at the end of the roast, when Kevin gets on stage, he said he was lying. He said it's beef for life.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
At the very end. That's why I said it was at the very end.
It was all Cap. Now here's the thing, and I have another beef about the roast too. So again, I'm from Houston, H-Town. There's a comic from Houston, Blame the Comic. That gunshot before you getting ready to roast somebody, Blame has been doing that for about 15 years. That's his thing. And so when Kevin starts doing that on stage, and there are receipts on that. So I take that a little personal, because you took something that was unique to this young comic that he's been doing for a while, grinding with it, and his audience knows him for it. Houston and everybody in the Southwest region where he performs at the most, not saying all over the country because he has traveled all over the country and does big shows, but they know that. That's his thing. And so if y'all want to see that, that's on his page, Blame the Comic. He has receipts on it. I've seen it. He's done that for years. And so to see Kevin do that, to me, he got it from somewhere that's kind of joke jacking-y. I'm gonna stay out of that because I know.
Let me ask y'all this. Because I saw Bill Bellamy. It was Bill Bellamy and Ari Spears. And they were talking about,
I know what you're about to say.
You know how Martin did Shanae, right? Martin did Shanae.
Right.
And there was a comic, I can't remember his name.
His name is Derek.
Derek something.
Derek something, yeah.
Yeah. So he had a character that was like his closing thing, right? He would close, and it was like a Shanae where and I'm not really a big fan of black men wearing wigs and making fun of black women. I don't like that comedy at all. I don't like it at all. But that was his thing, right? And back then, I'm gonna say we didn't really know better because you had, Flip Wilson, Geraldine.
I was gonna say they've been doing it before.
They've been putting us in dresses for a while, right? That's
right.
what they do. That's that humiliation ritual that we talked about, right? So they talked about how basically they took his main thing.
Shantae, that was the character's name. Shantae
took his main thing and basically just like killed his career, right? So my question to you all: have you ever had somebody steal your jokes? And if so, did you confront them about it? Kim?
Yes.
Kim?
I'll say, I'm gonna say yes and no. I'm gonna say yes, because St. Louis is so small. I started back in 2009. So I've had to take hiatuses throughout the year. And when you do that, you notice people might have done something. They'll do something on stage that you've done already, and other people will say, "So and so stole your joke," or "So and so stole your how you did something," or whatever. And it happens. What I have also noticed, Tony might know this. When you're a smaller comic, say you're traveling just in your tri-state area or just in a certain area, when the bigger comics, very well-known household names come and visit these other cities, they are known for stealing lesser known comics jokes and things like the gunshot or whatever, that sound effect. They are known for doing that. They have been called out on it. Other comics have said, well, such and such did this, and a bigger name was in the house and they saw it. So it has happened, and it continues to happen. And that's just people who can't write their own jokes, that don't have enough, creativity to just come up with their own thing.
See, I would
So
think, man, I would think, hold on, Fred. I mean, I'll bring you in.
yeah, no, you good.
I would think that if you see somebody who was young and talented, hey, listen, can we corroborate? Can we work together on this? You know what I'm saying? Can we do this?
You think a Cat Williams or a Kevin Hart gonna say that to some of the lesser known comics in just a little city, like they just coming through for a few hours, or they're not always, especially if they have their own team, and if they think it's really brilliant and it's something they can do and blow up with it. No, everybody don't think like that. I don't care
And
how many people say they down for bringing up their people. No, if I can make this blow up because I got a machine behind me. That's how that's what they're
and,
gonna do.
and then there are a couple of things. So and Kim, I know you've experienced this where you're performing on the show. A lot of times you hear something, not you personally, but a larger comic will hear something and don't even know that he's stealing it. He thinks that he came up with it because he doesn't even remember that it was you that said it.
Yeah.
And so, but I'll say this: have I ever been joke jacked? Yep.